What's up, guys? This is Jeff with WINBIGPICKS, and today I'll be breaking down my top four college football picks for Saturday, November 22nd. Before we get started, though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because you don't want to miss out on all the winning plays we're dropping here every single day. And speaking of winning, yesterday we go 4-0 on the picks from the video for that sweep. If you tailed the slip from the video, yeah, you won as well. So recapping, Josh Giddey over on the rebounds, finished with 11. Again, a lot of shots put up in that Miami Chicago game, and Miami was blowing him out for most of it in the second half, but he still was able to come down with 11 for us. Then Zion Williamson over on his points. If you still got him at 21 and a half, you just made it like we did because he finished with 22. He only took 9 shots from the field, but 11 free throw attempts, hit 8 of them. Thought he would score a bit more than that, but just enough to get it done first there. And then Mark Williams, a bit of a sweat on that one, to say the least. Took him less than 8.5 rebounds, finishes with 8. We mentioned the minutes. If you could play less than 30 with a good shot at it, he only played 26 minutes, had a bit of foul trouble there, had 4 fouls. Close game, that one, too. Phoenix just pulled it out there, winning by 1 point. And then the last pick that did for us, Nick Claxton, more than 7.5 rebounds. He ends up with a triple-double versus the Celtics. They're just making my Celtics look foolish. They got to get their shit together this year. Out of what they're gonna do. They're just not as good. Obviously without Tatum, but you would think the rest of them would be able to keep things together. But losing to Brooklyn, just at home, just awful. But Nick Claxton, he gets it done for us there. Paired him up with one of our VIP picks, Ayo Dosunmu, took him over his points. And his line, it moved up once some injury news came out. Kobe White not playing in that one for Chicago, but still took it anyway. And as you can see, ends up crushing it with 23 to we 2.8x our money there. And then this was a slip I gave out later in the day over on the Discord. Took Denny's discount there. 23 points. That stayed stayed the same even after injury news came out for Portland. Some apps out there, if the line changes, they move the discount, but Pick Six they keep it the same. Paired him up with Steph Curry to go over on his points. Steph finished with 38. High scoring game, and that one too. Portland won that one. So 4-0 on the free picks, and then 4-1 in total on VIP as well. And I'll tell you how to get into that VIP here in a second, because over on Chalkboard, if you're not on there already, what are you waiting for? Sign up with our link below. Code WINBIGPICKS. They'll give you a free pick. They'll give you a 100% deposit match, up to $100 on your first deposit. Chalkboard, they're giving out daily boosts, and they're one of 2 DFS apps that let you cash out mid-game. So, say you got like a 4-man slip going, and the first 3 guys hit, you don't got to sweat that last guy, get the cash out, take the winnings early, or let it ride if you want to as well. And as for that free month of VIP, send a screenshot of your first deposit you make on Chalkboard over the email address on the screen here. Give you a free month of VIP picks. Link to our winnable down below. And if you can't get the free month because you're already on Chalkboard, we'll give you 75% off a week. Just use the code thank you at checkout. We'll knock that price down to about $10. Also, still available at the NFL and college season pass. Great if you're just into football. Every pick through Super Bowl 60 sent right to your phone the second we hit the post button. And then we still have the NBA season pass available. 7 months worth of value crammed into 4 months worth of price. Every pick right through the finals So we'll send it out to you. NBA is where we made most of our money last year. As you can see, that is continuing this week for sure, and overall as well. Now, on to today's picks. And for today, we're using Outlier for our picks. If you want a free 7-day trial of that, use the link down in the description below. They're pretty comprehensive. As you can see, all this data on the screen here. They got all the sports on there as well, and most of the books that are available out there, most of the apps, they got lines set up on there as well. So check it out for yourself. But first up, taking Taylor Green, more than 214.5 passing yards. This is pretty much the lowest I could find it. That it wasn't juiced at. But do look around. Some of the other apps may have it a bit lower. But yeah, we took it at 214.5 over on Underdog, and as you can see, he's over this 7 out of 10 on the year. Went under the last 2 games versus tough defenses in LSU and Mississippi State, but not as much of a tough defense today. That Texas pass defense, we targeted them last week. Gunnar Stockton, it was one of our picks that hit last week. As you can see, the other recent QBs have all crushed their line when it comes to throwing the ball. Now, the total on this one is, looking at it here, it's at 58. Arkansas, 8.5-point underdogs. So I mean they're 2-8. So I guess that's a lot of respect for for a 2-8 team. But as you can see, Arkansas they've lost a few close games here. So the books thinking their record might not indicate what they're capable of putting up. But even so, being 8.5-point dogs, they're going to be throwing. They should be throwing anyway because the pass defense is atrocious compared to the rush defense. Looking at the 6th best rush defense in the nation. Now Taylor, he does like to run his rush yard line at 52.5. He should hit that. The only thing to be cautious of, I pointed out a lot, but sacks in college football count as negative rushing yards for quarterbacks. So that's always in the back of your mind. Take a few sacks and it could go underneath his rushing line. Just looking at other quarterbacks, only his last couple there. Gunnar went over by, yard and a half. Diego Pavia missed his by a yard and a half. So he does run, but we're going to target the passing yards here. Again, 214.5, but do shop around, as it gets close to game time as well. Line could go up, so hop on it now, look around for it, but taking them more than 214.5. Next up, over in the Tennessee-Florida game, taking Deshaun Bishop, taking him for more than 61.5 rushing yards. Now, he's only going over this 6 out of 10 on the year. And, I mean, at first glance, you look at the matchup, it's a mid matchup, 143.2 rushing yards allowed a game, but more recently, when it comes to Florida, I mentioned this last week how I would think that Mississippi Florida game would be a Kawan Lacey game. Well, it was because he rushed for 224. But looking at the weeks before that, Kentucky's running backs just running all over him. Chauncey Bones of Georgia crushing his line, and then the week before that, Mississippi State, Devon Booth crushing his as well. So Florida just having a tough time stopping the run. Deshaun Bishop, top running back, getting about 33% of the rush share there. Now they pass about 50-50. Although there has been quite a few games where it's been kind of a they've been trailing or it's been a shootout. Like the game here versus Arkansas, they're trailing versus Alabama. The one early in the year, that was a shootout versus Georgia. So, I don't think it'll be, full on, passing shootout. This one, the line is only 4. Tennessee favored on the road in Florida. Total's at 58.5. So it should be competitive throughout. Don't think Tennessee is going to be trailing. If they do, not for too long. So 61 on the ground for what they've been giving up recently should be more than attainable for Deshaun Bishop here. Again, be sure to shop around on this one. 61 and a half looks about to be the lowest where we could find it. Not sure where it is over on Prizepicks or anything. You have to see with all these numbers, all these lines, like you got to sift through a bit to sometimes find the app that you want to be on. But it should be near 61 and a half. If it's lower, definitely take it there. I wouldn't take it if it goes, for some reason goes above, near 70. Don't take it that high, but near 61 and a half, within a few yards of that, definitely take it there. So Deshaun Bishop, more than 61 and a half rushing yards. We are on it. And just pausing real quick here to tell you guys about some more free stuff over on Betr. You want to use our link and the code WINBIGPICKS to sign up. Betr, they're going to give you a free $10 just to walk in the door. Then they're going to give you a 50% deposit match up to $200 on your first deposit. Meaning, if you throw in $400, they'll give you $200 on top. And then for tonight, we get the Nikola Jokic free pick. Only needs 1 point to hit that one. Should not be an issue for him there. The other news on Betr, the payout changes. 3 picks, now 6x. 6 picks, now 35x. That's up with the top apps in the industry. Their promo credits pay out the same as cash. And then they do have the mystery multiplier. Went up to 1000x with a 2-pick lineup. And if you don't hit that high, the lowest you can get is 3x, same as a regular 2-pick lineup. No downside on that. And then when it comes to the upside, 10,000x, a payout you could hit. Just throw, if you want to get crazy with it, 7-pick lineup, 8-pick lineup with some high alt lines. That's the highest payout you're going to get anywhere, 10,000x. So try it out for yourself with our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS. And then if you like team picks, want to parlay, they are the app for that. Other apps, they've tried to step into the team pick game, but nothing is comparable to what Wanna Parlay is doing. So sign up below, code WINBIGPICKS. They'll give you a 100% deposit match up to $250 on your first deposit. Team picks, spreads, money lines, team totals, first half spreads, first to score, last to score, game to go to overtime, stuff like that. It's all available over there on Wanna Parlay. The same thing applies. Get a free month of VIP. Send your first screenshot you make on Betr or Wanna Parlay over that email address. We'll get you that free month. Now, back to the picks. And next up, taking Jeff Sims, more than 76 and a half rushing yards. You may remember him from last month. He took over. He's the backup QB for Arizona State. He took over. We took him under his passing yards in this game versus Utah. He went under for us. It was great. Now he's got more than a few starts under his belt, and the rushing yards is where it's at. Last 2 games, it's gone over his line, crushed it versus ISU there. The thing with him is the rushing attempts should be the biggest reason he gets this, just out of pure volume alone. I can see in that first start there, ran it 21 times, ran it 29 times as a quarterback. That's ridiculous. And then 17 last week. All these, the first game wasn't close, but these last 2 games, they pulled out close wins, and the matchup cannot be ignored here. Colorado, 132nd, and you can't get much worse. There's only like 4 more slots below 132nd. I think there's 136 ranked schools. So 210 rushing yards a game. They're looking at that themselves as they're just going to run all over Colorado today. And 76. If they give him that much yards, and he's running it that many times, he should be able to pull this one off for us. ASU is favored by 7 in this one, so they should be up either early or definitely up later in the game. So should be plenty of opportunity for Sims here to run the ball. And yeah, 76.5. As you can see, it's gone up uh, since yesterday morning. The line's moved about 6. But yeah, on most of the apps, it's at 76 now. So hop on it now in case it bumps up. If you can find it a bit lower, definitely take it there. But we're going to take them at more than 76.5. And then last up, we took him several weeks ago. We should have taken him every week because he has not disappointed. Aiden Burr over 7.5 kicking points, and I'm not sure why it's this low. Because the game total, Georgia Tech versus Pittsburgh, the game total's at 60. Georgia Tech only favored by 2.5. So unless they think they're gonna score all touchdowns or there's gonna be a few crazy 2-point conversion, plays towards the end there, he should be able to hit this no problem. Again, the hit rate, the odds say at some point he's gonna miss. But why not why not last week or the week before that? So we're just gonna ride it again this week. If it was higher, if it was like 9.5, 8.5, you might question it, but 7.5, he's done it every week. At least 9. So somehow, some way, the game script has worked out where he's kicked at least one field goal, if not 2 or 3, and he's usually a lot of games he's got this done by halftime. So hopefully the same thing happens in this one. This one will probably bump up to 8 because I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are going to see this and jump on it. So get it now while it's at 7.5. If it bumps up to 8, take it there. Even 8.5. If it gets to like plus money 8.5, I'd take it there too. So, but for now, grab it at 7.5 while you can because it should hit. And just showing you guys the bet I've locked in already. Did it over on Underdog. Green over on the yards, Burr for those kicking points, and then Deshaun Bishop on the rushing yards. Trying to 6.3x our money there. And speaking of money, Pickett, the app that tracks all your picks, they're gonna pay you money to download, make an account, and sync up a sports book to them. They'll give you $3 right to your Venmo or PayPal. There's a chance that $3 could be $100. So again, it's free to sign up, it's free to download, free to make an account, and they're gonna pay you to do it. There's nothing to lose at all. Could be $100 right to you. Just use the link below. As you can see, we're up about 297 units over the past year or so. Doesn't matter the sport, we've been killing it. You can look us up at Cropsy151. Again, great way to keep track of all of your picks. And in the meantime, though, if you want more insights and analysis, you can find me over on Discord. The link's down below. I'm teamed up with the guys at Doghouse Picks. They've been killing it so far. There's NFL, NBA Season 2. I post pretty regularly over there as well, giving any updates on any, injury news about picks. Or even the free VIP plays that I put out, like the one last night that hit. So check it out. I'm pumped to be teamed up with them. Link again is down below in the description. And that's gonna do it for us for now. I'll be throwing out a few NBA plays later today because we do have 7 NBA games going on. Throwing out VIP picks for college and NBA as well. So if you're in that, you'll get those too. And then tomorrow it's Sunday, so you know what that means. A full day of NFL action. In the meantime, though, let's green out for tonight, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.